everyone, it's Alexis from Sims VIP. I hope you're all doing well. So welcome to another Sims 4 News Bit video. Now before I begin, I just want to let you guys know that I put some towels around my microphone this time, so hopefully it doesn't sound as echoey as the last video. I am actually traveling, and the place I'm at is not really good for recording. With that said, today we're catching up on the latest news from The Sims 4, so let's jump in. First off, let's catch up with The Sims Mobile. So the Trick or Treat Halloween event is available for a limited time, giving players 10 days to complete the necessary steps that will reward them with the final Mystics table reward. This event also grants candy corn for completing everyday and event-related tasks, and is the required currency to purchase the various new Halloween Create a Sim and Build and Buy items. To check out a step-by-step guide on completing this quest, head over to simsvip.com. Next up, let's check out what's coming with the next game patch. I know we've all been waiting for this, and the time has come. So with all the new information released from the Sims 4 Get Famous Sims Camp event last week, many of the attendees gave us information regarding the upcoming November game patch. Let's go ahead and recap on all the goodies that are coming to our game soon. First is terrain manipulation. Now, the Sims team already confirmed this feature some time ago, but we now have some additional info bits from attendees. Some of what is mentioned is that Sims will be able to go uphill if the terrain isn't too steep, and after having some hands-on time with the actual tools, they have stated that the tools are pretty easy to use. Next is the Style Influencer career. This is yet another feature that they announced some time ago, and this new career will allow Sims to work from home or head off into a rabbit hole. Next is a revamped game tutorial. So Polish fan site .sim confirmed that The Sims 4 will be receiving a brand new game tutorial that includes a narrator who dives deep into the features of the game. Now this option can be turned off at any time, and it will greet you at the start of your new game. Next are some minor UI changes. So Polish fan site .sim once again confirmed that the game patch is going to bring some changes to the UI. So for example, aspirations in Create a Sim will now be square instead of circular, and the magnifying glass that appears when you're zooming out in the game has been replaced with a car icon. Now it's been confirmed that they're not working on cars, but it's kind of hard to believe that they're not when they add all these little hints in the game. Next up is the ability for Sims to label themselves as self-employed. This one really made me happy. So popular Sims YouTuber Vixella confirmed in her overview video that the patch is going to add the ability for Sims to register a custom career, also known as self-employment. Now the way this works is Sims will select the new Register with Ministry of Labor interaction on their cell phone, and then they can fill in the blanks on this pop-up that appears. There's no specific skills or actions that are tied to these careers, but it does allow your Sims to freelance and not be labeled as unemployed. Next is the world selection menu that we talked about in the last video. So Polish fan site .sim confirmed that the world selector menu is getting a much needed upgrade as well. The world icons are going to be decreased in size and allow for a better overview of the worlds. And last but not least, something new. Now .sim has also indicated that the Sims team will be adding another new feature to the game with the patch, but we're not going to know what that is until Maxis reveals it during the next Maxis monthly live stream on November 6th. Now speaking of this secret something, during the first official Get Famous live stream last week, Sim Gurus went into live mode and quickly closed out a challenge pop-up similar to those that are seen in the past with Jasmine Holiday. Now it's unknown what this challenge is going to bring to the game, but we do know that it's at least 40 days long, and it's called the quote positivity challenge. Now it's unclear whether this is what that special something.sim was talking about, so we'll just have to wait and see when this thing is going to end up in the game. Now last but not least in Sims news is an update to the ball pit that was released last year with the Sims 4 toddler stuff. So when the Sims 4 toddler stuff was released, one of the biggest issues for many players was the visual appearance of the functional ball pit. Now just a few weeks after it was released, Maxis released the game patch to address the flat texture and improve the appearance. Now during the Get Famous Sims Camp event in London 10 days ago, popular Sims YouTuber The Sim Supply joined Sim Guru Graham in a real-life ball pit to discuss the real story behind the Sims 4 toddler stuff's ball pit scandal. Now during the interview, Sim Guru Graham states that the original plan for the jungle gym was for it to be a fully modular jungle gym. Now this created an issue down the road before release where the entire model needed to be reconstructed in order to be released as functional. So what happened is in the end the texture of the ball pit suffered, but they did eventually fix it. Now over on Twitter for the first time, Sim Guru Graham gave us a look at the original toddler jungle gym that he mentioned during the interview. You can see that it originally was intended to look like 3 different pieces, but was actually one single object. He stated that the tunnel piece was envisioned more for venues than home lot, but that was another aspect of the original version that they felt was important to adjust. Now, as you can see, this issue caused the item to be reconstructed in order to ship without causing issues for players, so we never did get the original plan for the jungle gym, but at least Sim Guru Graham took the time to share some background on what happened with that ball pit. He then concluded on Twitter with a few tweets stating the following: "As I touched on in the interview, we had some ambitious goals for this pack. As we worked through technical implementation challenges, work between various disciplines was getting out of sync, resulting in an object that didn't really behave the way you'd expect to in The Sims. Looking back, I learned important lessons that made me a stronger producer moving forward. Chiefly, making a difficult decision that burdens the team but is ultimately necessary for our players doesn't absolve us if that results in quality control slipping elsewhere. Ultimately, I am happy that we were able to patch it quickly to get everyone more balls, and quite proud of the team for rallying around the requested changes to make something even better." So at least we were able to get the real story behind what happened with the awful texture of this ball pit. Be sure to go and check out the Sim Supplies interview with Sim Guru Graham over on his channel. And that wraps up today's News Bit video. Be sure to leave me a comment down below and let me know your thoughts. As usual, everything I've mentioned in this video is linked in the description below. Head over to simsvip.com for the latest news on The Sims. As always, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and we will talk soon. Bye, guys!